Hello and welcome to another Let's Play. Me, GamerWolfSix of Winds of Change. Before we start, if you're interested in playing this game, Steam. That's where I got it, that's where you can get it. Anyways, in the last Let's Play, let's see, Mappo. We left Valinor and went to East Crown and found a book. The guy says he's gonna come back and fill out the rest of the notes of the book. Well, maybe come back and check that out. Now we're going to this place. We're into the outskirts of Valinor and take deep breaths. The air is so fresh and pure, it's almost hard to explain. So is it like fresher and purer than Valinor, or what? However, enjoyments are hindered by Zamira's worried look.
Well, what's the news? Is everything okay, Zamira?
I guess everything is fine. Technically. It's just something I need to tell you in private. The villagers will have enough on their plates tonight.
Everybody's gonna be sacrificed there. I'll say he is hella blue.
So it's something that affects them too?
More than that, actually. Look, I'll be completely honest with you. I'm sure Valinor will be resettled in the future.
What?
I'm glad you think so, Zamira. I was starting to worry about everything. It seems like Milas has everything under control.
Yeah, about that, this is where it gets a little awkward. You see, he didn't really tell you everything.
Mm-hmm.
What? Really?
This is starting to get pretty overwhelming. He seemed pretty open. What was he hiding? I don't think I can handle another revelation.
You are stalling.
It was probably too embarrassing for him to admit, but he doesn't really want to lead Valinor anymore. He told me when he gets to Mazeo, he's staying for good.
Oh. I thought it was gonna be something horrible, not him just, abdicating. Which, is fine, I guess.
That can't be true.
He seems to be taking it quite hard.
He was doing such a good job.
He was.
Fair.
But I understand where he's coming from. It's possible to be good at something you don't enjoy. He deserves a fresh start, a pursuit of his own choosing.
I guess so. Then what about resettling Valinor? Who'd be in charge when that happens?
Whoever wants the position, and hopefully is qualified.
People would migrate back too slowly. We'd be in no shape to hold a formal election. So, correct me if I'm wrong, but that means...
Wait, you guys have an election? I thought it was just, passed down.
Bingo.
Bingo?
Cirrus.
Does somebody want to fill me in?
So I become the president?
Matters of Valinor's future. With no elder, they're under the jurisdiction of the Cirrus. Believe it or not, she gets to choose the next leader.
Oh, bugger.
A contingency plan for special cases like this. The only condition is that you can't choose yourself. Your duty and role in Valinor is already well established.
Well, I choose her. Anyways, well, maybe the game will have us choose somebody. Or not, who knows.
Take your time, evaluate the candidates, and think about it. Again, it's not really bad news, it's just another change.
Isn't this something that's going to be quite a while down the line? After Valinor's evacuated and attacked, and there's the rebellion, and find the triumvirate, and then people start coming back. I mean, I guess people can come back before the whole overthrowing of
There's really
the
nothing to
governments.
think about, though. Choose me, then I won't be the third wheel anymore. We can be a trio, and work together all the time.
Yeah, that seems good. Nepotism.
Hey now, let's not jump to conclusions. I think I'd be a fine candidate for elder. Fortum was trained to fill the gap I'd leave.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my, I should have expected this. Sorry to put you in an awkward situation.
This is for down the line, guys.
It's only awkward if Valessa makes it awkward.
Thank you also for, voicing this. It makes things a lot easier.
Whatever.
Whatever. They cross their arms and turn away from each other, fighting over an opening that was only revealed seconds ago. I can understand their passion, but we need unity right now.
Look, This might not be relevant for years to come. There's no need to argue about this.
Exactly.
Stay focused. We have a really important job on our hands. you
Yes. Guys. They don't respond, and simply retain their pose. Their passion for Valinor is admirable, but intrusive. We had a clear goal, and now things are getting muddled. Like, seriously, guys. You're worried about this now?
None of you know where Peregrino is, right? If I start walking without you, you'll get lost. I'll give you a few minutes, but I'm on a schedule.
Schedule. The threat makes both of them turn back around.
Good. That's what I thought. Take a few moments to talk amongst yourselves. But when you're ready to go, we need to move as fast as we can.
Okay, but I can just, like, peruse that tree and that tree and that stream and that blade of grass, and also talk to these guys individually, and then have, like, Sovi do something else in the distance, and then have them talk amongst each other, right? Right?
All right.
Yeah, fair enough.
Samir rests against a nearby tree and lets out a sigh. He was just relaying information. The follow wasn't his to deal with. We have a few minutes to spare. Minutes. This is probably going to take the entirety of the Let's Play. I should make the most of it. Yep. Well, let's look at this stream. It runs through the forest, trickling slowly. It'd be a downhill hike due to Valinor's location. I wonder where the stream would end up, though. Probably, I don't know, in a lake or a bigger river, eventually the ocean. In Valinor, direct them all to the water tank. Now let's see, there's a tree there. These trees look different from where they did at home. Back in Valinor, they were touched by civilization. Out here, they're savage trees. They were untouched and look more wild. Even the scent of the air is a lot different. Savage trees. I tried looking as far back as I could. I thought I might be able to see where the stream led. But it went too far. I couldn't see anything. It would be good to use as a landmark so we don't get lost. Clicking on all the things just in case they're important. Look at this grass. The ground is soft and full of grass. It's growing out of control. I noticed right away. Who here cuts the grass? Come on, people. Did the spirits do it? There was nobody out here to trim it like in the village. It's odd so much can change due to invisible line. Okay. I guess, I don't know. Let's talk to the people, then they talk around themselves, and then somebody does something somewhere else.
Hey.
Hey.
Yeah, of course I do. If I become elder, then Fortum can take over as your scribe. It seems like the logical course of action, doesn't it?
Yeah. I mean, either of you are good as scribe, I guess. Granted, you have more experience.
We need to figure out how to save Valinor. After the attack, we can rebuild from the ashes. But I also want to solve our problem with the spirits.
Yeah.
Once we restore our connection, we'll be fine. After that, it's just a matter of what we do with our nation. I'm not really a fan of what Milos and his father did.
So you don't want to make it a militaristic dictatorship. What would you do differently?
Well, they sacrificed Valinor's independence. That was the one thing that set us apart, made us unique. If we lose that, we lose Valinor's very soul. I want to keep our line of seers going. We can't lose our heritage. I'd ensure that we remain nonpartisan, just like always. Look at all the trouble these alliances have given us.
So he becomes Switzerland. You're right, it's more trouble than it's worth. It's right, so he can be strong. Let's just say I'm not sure which is better. You know, neutral ground.
There's really no right or wrong answer. It's just a matter of preference. It could go either way. As long as the leader is capable, Valinor will be fine.
Yeah, because, like, I don't know, if there's a furry Hitler out there, we should probably oppose him.
But
Or
you
a
should
furry
choose
Putin.
either me or Fortin. We're both trained and intimately familiar with Valinor. We studied with Miles all the time. We can do this. Trust me.
Fair point. How'd you
I
restore
don't know,
connection?
but if it's possible, I'll do it. I'll look for reading material when we get to Mazeo. Or if we ever find ourselves in Baltus, there's the Grand Library. Remember, that power still exists within you. After we defeat the Triumvirate, it won't just vanish. There must be a way to put it back into the Spirit Idol.
Let's not talk about that now. Let's be positive.
We definitely will. We can't just let Valinor die. Even if it takes the rest of my life, I'll keep searching. I just hope that you'll stay with me along the way.
It's not just a cultural thing. It's a how to keep Valinor there, because we're also going to freeze over. Are you sure that Valinor isn't a lost cause?
What? Why would you say something like that?
Because it's next on the list.
It's not like you to give up so easily. We'll come back from this stronger than ever.
It's next on the list.
In fact, I'm so certain I'm changing the subject. I refuse to talk about such negative things.
Okay. How far out is Peregrino?
Maybe a couple of hours, if we walk fast. It's a longer trek from there to Mazeo, though. I've never been, but I've seen maps and read books.
Books.
It's not exactly my kind of place. I've never had the urge to drink ale or wine, let alone the urge to walk such a long distance.
You want to share a drink with me?
It's not that I won't. I just don't feel compelled to.
Fair enough.
Maybe I'll feel different when we actually get there. I feel like we have more pressing matters at hand.
You don't want to get drunk and be all lazy with me? Sad. But yeah, if you don't want to drink, then you shouldn't. Well, the argument with Fontaine.
What about it?
I think, will things be okay between you two?
They usually are. It's not like an argument between us is anything new. With a few minutes to cool off, everything will be fine. Besides, we all know what the right choice is. I'm the most qualified person in Valinor to replace Miles. Fortum is trained to replace me. It just seems natural.
Yeah. You think you'll be better fit for the Elder?
Oh, of course I am. I work with Miles almost every day. I know exactly what he does. In a way, he trained me. Just like his father trained him.
And then what's his name will train the person?
If you chose Fortum,
Rabada.
there would be a learning curve. That, and I don't think he's fully qualified. Make sure not to tell him that. He'll freak out.
Okay, unless it's the next thing on the line, I won't tell him that. Why do you think Fontaine isn't qualified?
His contact with Milos was minimal compared to mine. If he took over, he'd need to be trained from the ground up. But if Milos is retiring, I don't think he'd be willing to teach. And with no teacher, you need to find somebody already trained. I have a pretty good idea of what Milos does. I saw him every day. So I'm trained and ready to lead. Seems like an easy choice, right?
No, the best choice out of the two candidates, at least. Can I order an election to be held instead?
I'm not sure about that, actually. It would be counterproductive, though. You already have two perfect candidates.
Well, at least one pretty good candidate. Not sure about the other one.
We're high up on Valinor's ladder. Not many people are. I also think that the villagers would support both of us. It seems like a natural succession of power to me.
Okay. Why do you think that Blade gave me visions?
I've been thinking about that, actually. Not just you, but Dominic as well. Only a seer of Valinor can have visions. Is there more to Dominic than we know? Or is there more to the blade than we know? I'd say it's the energy inside of you, but Dominic doesn't have that.
Maybe. I mean, we got it from our idol. He could have gotten
Or
something.
does he?
Fair.
Basically, none of this makes any sense to me. We're watching the laws of Alestia be remade before us. So, if you're asking me for an answer, I really don't know. It's something we have to learn as we venture forward. But I have a feeling that this blade changes everything.
Oh yeah, it's on like the whole title. Even my little pointer is the blade. See? Right here? The blade. Okay, time to talk to what's his name? Hello. What do you think of the Elder? What do you think you do as the Elder of Valinor?
Wait, is this like a job interview or something? I've never been very good at selling myself. First and foremost,
will.
though, I'd reconnect with the spirits. That way, Valinor wouldn't freeze over. A lot of people forget it's the spirits that keep us warm. After that, I guess I'd focus on what to do with the people.
Probably have an orgy to bring up the population. And would you restore our connection?
Actually, I'm not too sure about that. But we're about to go on a huge journey. I'll make sure to pay attention along the way.
Well, that's good.
If the connection can be taken away, it can be given back. There's nothing that says this is a one-way street. So take care of that power until we can put it back.
Maybe it's a lost cause, Ventame. Maybe we're all doomed. We should just quit. Alright, we'll find a way.
That's the spirit. Saving Alestia comes first, but Valinor is still important. There has to be a way to do both at the same time, you know?
I don't know, but sure. What do you mean by do with the people?
Well, we have an important choice to make. We can follow after Milas and drop our independence, or we can distance ourselves from the other nations, like always. Right now, I think unity is important. If I were the Elder, I'd band our world together. We could live in harmony and trade freely.
Do we have free trade?
I know I hate the trade ban they put on Mazeo,
Except for
but
that.
This isn't personal. Lifting those bans and uniting the nations would create peace. Isn't that our goal at the end of this, Cirrus?
Hopefully. I'm not sure what I want. I think we're independent. I mean, independence would be good. Unity would be nice. I mean, working together, sure. Yeah. Guess I'm kind of flip-flopping a bit. Like, a bit of unity would be fine. I don't really care so much for the independence, I'll just click on this.
Awesome! I'm glad you agree. The rebellion is founded on unity, and it's strong. Each nation on its own would stand no chance of winning.
Well, I just want everybody to get along. You know, unity.
The Triumvirate won't be the last threat Alestia faces.
Crap.
It's stupid to think that we'd have an eternal peace.
Oh, sure.
We can't band together now only to split up after.
You know, this would interfere with your hobbies, right?
You mean like cleaning and climbing trees? I guess you're right. But I like to do more than that. I always say that making people smile is my favorite.
Wait, cleaning's a hobby? Also, I do like making people smile.
So if my work could keep an entire village happy? Well, I couldn't think of a better job if I tried. I want to be more than just a scribe in training.
Hopefully these aren't some hard decisions right here. I mean, you'd graduate to scribe. That's also pretty bloody important. I mean, he makes a good case of saying he wants to make people happy. Training is very important.
I know. But the Elder is way more important.
Yeah.
Right now, I'm stuck here unless something happens to Valessa. I'd rather rise through the ranks another way, you know?
By being
You
elected?
two make a good duo. I'm just unnecessary at this point. But if I became the Elder, we could all work as a team. It'd be like we're a triumvirate of our own.
But she could be the thing and then you could be the scribe. Come on.
I'm positive.
Oh, I didn't read that.
She's doing a fine job as your scribe. Having me as the Elder would utilize my full potential. I don't mean to brag, but I spend a lot of time with Milas.
Uh-huh.
As a scribe in training, I'm just held back. I don't think I'll ever need to take Valessa's position, so why not let me take another position instead? Look, all I ask is that you think about it, alright? At the end of the day, we're the two best candidates. There's no election here. The choice will rest upon you.
Oh, keep that in mind. What was it? Are you sure you're better fit than Vanessa? What do you think about Samira?
He's pretty cool, and I dig the antlers. I can't believe I've never spent more time with him. But it makes sense, if he's always guarding the gate. Valessa seems to know more about him, actually. I guess he'll be coming with us to Mazeo? Milas is going to evacuate everybody soon.
He's a cool guy. Hopefully.
Yeah, totally. I hope he sticks with us for a while. I mean, he's a guard, so he could easily fight with us.
Sure.
Right now, we need all the help we can get. But even if he doesn't join, I'm grateful for his help. There's no way we'd make it to Peregrino on our own.
I wonder if this is one of those... Like, I'm not sure if that question just came out of nowhere. It's like, you know, can we trust this person? 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 Or if it's a, you know, foreshadowing. Can we trust this person who seems completely chill? No, we can't. Sword of Damocles. How do you feel now that we've left Falnorth?
Well, the surroundings are still pretty familiar. I expect it'll hit me harder once we get to Mazeo. I know it'll be different, but is that good or bad? There's one thing that worries me about all of this, though. We may very well run into the man that killed our parents, whether it's this Sovi guy or the General of Mazeo.
Oh, the guy with the sheep on him?
It could even be one of those empty suits of armor, actually. The thing is, I won't know what to do when I see them. I could cry and run away, or be overtaken with rage.
Well,
Don't let me do anything stupid, alright? I'm counting on you to help keep me in line.
get yourself a suit of armor that will push your limits in a giant bloody sword. You're on your own on this one, Fontaine. Jesus. That seems like a dick move. You don't know how to respond? You're on your own, motherfucker. Sure thing.
Thanks, Cirrus.
Hopefully,
I
you
know I
can.
can always count on you. It's gonna be scary, but we'll face it together.
I'm wondering if this game is going to be one of these things where these two are going to go in different directions, like, and they're both in life and death situations. Who are you going to save? Anyways, out of here you talk to each other.
Hey, Zamira, about those antlers.
What about them?
Can I touch them?
You ever, hit them on a doorway? I mean, you can't be fully aware of them all the time. Yo, have you ever accidentally hit someone else with them?
I'm about to.
Don't be racist.
Whoa, okay, backing off. I was just curious. I've always wondered. How do you put a shirt on each morning?
What do you mean?
Well, you can't really slip clothes over your head. Those things would tear through any fabric.
I mean, it looks like...
I don't really have anything that slips over my head. I only wear things I can put my arms inside of first. You know, like button-ups or vests.
These things, I guess.
Right. I guess that makes sense. Sorry for annoying you. Please don't hit me.
What would be the word for being run through by antlers? Gore?
Of course. I'll do my best for Tem, but I'm not responsible for any accidents.
He seems very threatening for that kind of face.
Hey, Zamira, what's work like?
It's a lot less exciting than you'd think. They advertise it as a position of power, busting smugglers and protecting Valenorth.
And it's not like that.
No, not at all. I spend most of my day standing around. Crime in Valenorth is almost non-existent.
Because the spirits have blessed us, right?
I guess that's one popular theory. But to be honest, I don't buy it. Spirits can't change our nature.
Nature.
Deep down inside, we're all evil. Some of us just manage it better than others. We all have our impulses. It's about controlling them.
Wait, what? You mean we all have... like some... It's like deep down inside, we're all just horrible pieces of shit that just want to murder and do other things, steal. It's like that seems...
What an odd outlook.
Hey, don't deny your impulses, Valessa. If you had to steal to get by, you'd do it. Valenorth is just special. Resources are everywhere.
I wouldn't call that evil. Jesus.
Mazeo has been almost completely deforested. You can't just go into the forest and find food. There's not enough natural running water either.
See, I didn't know that.
I don't blame you. Everyone in Valenorth is happy. Nobody is scraping by, you know?
Can anyone just immigrate to Valinor?
Imagine if food was scarce. There'd be a lot more people breaking the law. Stealing it, hurting others for it, you name it.
How do you know about all of this?
I've been to Museo a couple of times. Trust me, the guards there have it much harder. They don't even know if they'll survive their shifts.
Oh. Wow.
So when I say the post here in Valinor is boring, I'm not really complaining, to be honest. I'd much prefer boring work to, dying.
Everyone's evil, just absolutely evil. This guy here, he is pretty moderate when it comes to evil. Halen finally caught up with his master. He was slightly out of breath, having run a great distance. I need to get back into running. I haven't been doing it too much. At least on the treadmill. Can't run outside in Texas heat. I'm like a husky. Huskies don't do well in the Texas summer. Anyways, but his annoyance outweighed anything. He was lied to.
Sophie, explain yourself immediately. You told me to wait in the castle atrium. If I did that, you would have left without me.
Oh, did I really say that? I'm sorry. I must have gotten carried away with our prisoner. How did your meeting with the Triumvirate go, Halen?
Oh, those are some nice souls there. You look like a grumpy Gus with your face. A very boopable nose.
They refused to tell me these secrets. Something about my loyalty not being strong enough.
Well, look at it this way, Halen. The mission we're going on is very important. No better way to prove your loyalty to the cause.
I guess you're right. But I don't like being left in the dark.
Then you'll get along great with Shane. He's been pestering me with questions all day.
Oh, so do you guys have horses? I mean, he seems pretty high up. Yes, since, he's talking directly to the rulers of this world, and I'd have to assume you're high up too. Do you think you'd have a horse or something?
I don't fraternize with prisoners.
Whatever you say.
Sylvie walks away, laughing in a mocking fashion. Halen and the prisoner slowly follow suit.
We have a long boat ride ahead of us. Might not be a bad time to start fraternizing.
He wants some sauce.
Did I stutter, Shane? Leave me be.
Oh, you think you're better than me, right? Well, here's some food for thought, apprentice. You're more a prisoner to the Triumvirate than I am.
What did you just say?
Neither of us will know true freedom. We're nothing but a means to an end. They'll kill you the moment you disobey. We have no choice but to follow orders. The difference is, you do this willingly. I have no idea why. You seem smart to me.
Stop calling me smart. Asshole. Damek returned to the surface with Grizz at his side. The older man took a deep breath, enjoying the fresh air. It smelled like farts down in the caves. It was a little stuffy down there, like farts, but they could make do.
Digging tunnels underneath their own church. I guess it makes sense. Nobody really comes here. Museo isn't exactly known for its pious people.
Easy to get away with. Though I have to say, it's pretty ironic, the rebellion settling in the Triumvirate's church.
A bit poetic, isn't it? Maybe after this we can settle in their castle.
One step at a time. Let's not get carried away. I'll write them and let them know what we found. After all these years, I'm not sure how to feel.
Yeah, we found the thing. The thing? Yeah, the thing that was buried down there. Oh, the thing.
Relieved, with a side of being terrified. At least that's how I feel about all of this. Finding another spirit idol.
Oh.
This changes everything.
I always assumed that was the idol, at the altar. It was always so dim. We just thought that it was dying. but it was receiving power from something deep underground. It's nice to know that the theories were correct. This search was starting to feel like a lost cause.
The only lost cause is their pursuit of conquest. Let them know what you found. Let's get things started.
What are you planning, Domek?
It'd be interesting to play this game without doing any of these side things. Just being like, okay, who the hell are these? Like, we know these people and more or less their plans and desires to a degree. Intimately to a degree. But it'd be kind of interesting to play this game and not ever poke any of these things.
I'll let you know tomorrow if everything goes well. I have to prepare for the arrival of our special guest, but trust me, I've put a lot of thought into this plan.
You've earned my trust.
Yeah, I guess. This nods before leaving the church. Damek, now alone, approaches the altar. He smiles as he places his hand on it.
It won't be long until the Triumvirate sends their forces. If I'm lucky, they might even come to see it for themselves.
His smile turns into more of a sinister smirk. I'm actually the evil one.
Right now, they're busy with Valinor. But by the time they reroute, my army will be in place. When they set foot underground, we'll kill them all.
So that's the plan. It's the heads of the guys will come here, and you already settled in here and fortified in here, and you'll like either ambush them or try and overwhelm them or something. Part of that, taking aback thing was a bit of, I don't know, art, like, overacting, but it was also very much a just actual thing, because I'm like, okay, so this was quite a bit of time. Let's look at the time. And it's like, bleh! Oh, we're at time. I was thinking maybe at the very most it would be 20 minutes, not the end of the Let's Play. Jesus. I mean, I guess if you're Game of Thronesing it and having all these side stories and stuff like that, when it's like you going to place, interacting with the things, interacting with you, watching you two interact with each other, watching other people do stuff, I guess it's quite some time, which means I should probably, change how I do these things, how I title these things, because how I originally titled these things was like going, like the last Let's Play was us leaving Valinor. That's it. But I can't title this Let's Play Going to the Valinor Forest. Yeah, I'm gonna have to look at what the guys are doing. Or I guess I could save and then go back and look at all of the things, right? Sorry. I mean, I didn't read so much this time, but still, it's a thing. Well, end of this Let's Play, surprisingly. Please comment, because I like comments. Tell me what you like, dislike, tips, tricks, otherwise. If you like my YouTube and like it grow, or please spirits help 7. Then please like, subscribe, and share the videos to help it grow. And please remember to pay near your animals to help control the pet population. Boop, boop. And until next time, let's say me, GamerWolfSix of Winds of Change, a game that thankfully reads for me. So thanks and see ya.